Ooh, listen, I feel like I need to come out the gate and just start tooting your horn right now. Like, I feel like we about to get into a video, a message, a word, a reading, a prophecy, whatever you want to call it. I feel like we're about to get into something where you yourself couldn't have even realized you carry such a thing. You yourself didn't realize just how lit you were. You yourself didn't realize just how much you get back up on your feet so quick. You yourself don't understand that while it may look like chaos and drama is giving a sweet masterpiece for God, that's you. Sometimes people will look at your life, look at your story, look at all your hardships and everything, and they'll say that's a mess. That's chaos. They can't be used. They can't be trusted. They're busted and disgusted. Some people could have put their mouths on you in a time, in a space, in a season, in a year where you were down and out, love. They didn't understand that your chaotic stuff, all the pieces that were roaming around that you were left with, God was taking that thing and making a beautiful masterpiece. Some people looked at you when you were down and out, scratching their head. They looked at you like, this is a mystery. I don't understand how they're going to get out, get up, and do better. And God said, you may look like a mystery to them, but a masterpiece to me. You need to understand, love, that your hands can create a masterpiece. You're not down and out, broke, busted, and disgusted like they said. No, what had happened is that these people, these individuals, your environment, they put all their mess on you. Let's go off, spirit. Somebody needs to understand there was a time where you could have been down and out, had nothing, and the environment couldn't have helped you because all they kept saying was that we don't have it for one, and then they didn't have the audacity to try to help you get it. So you had to figure it out for yourself. And see, sometimes when we figuring things out for ourselves, it look a little chaotic to man. Not understanding that it's really a God thing. Somebody's life has literally, I feel like God removed a whole bunch of parts that didn't belong to you. A whole bunch of people that didn't belong to you. God removed all the obstacles and debris from around you. But when he did, it left you with nothing. And so when you had your quote unquote nothing, the people, the community, everybody else had them a good time talking about your nothing. When God was saying, but I'm creating something. Listen, when you're down to nothing, you better know God is up to something, especially when it's out of your hands. It's out of your control. You can't do anything about it. People in general, love, will put their mouth on you when you're in this creating vibe. Those of us that's out here on platforms, those of us that's out here doing businesses, those of us that's trying to get it out the mud, do something, be better, break the generational curse, just simply heal. When you're creating, when you're doing those things, people from the outside don't understand it, so they'll look at you and say you're confused. They'll look at you and say, you don't know what you're doing. No, do you know where you're going? And see, you yourself, love, could have been in a space where you allowed people to continue to speak that over you. That you're confused, that you don't know what you're doing. And this. You better understand that your hands can create a masterpiece. It's not confusing. It's not, you don't know what you're doing. You're not unstable. You're not crazy. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. People will put that mess on you to keep you in a certain space, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally. Let's get into this thing, y'all, because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. If you're new here, I write on these index cards and I just allow spirit to speak to me and through me regarding your situation. Let me read it real quick. You got put on the wheel and understood the process and the assignment. Next, you travel with a doctor. And last, your rugs are oriental. Y'all, it sounds a little crazy and a little out there, but spirit is going to fill in this storyline if it belongs to you. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're creating something, especially if you're coming out of, let's say you got it out of a bad relationship, or you just getting into a relationship, or you're now, it's giving out with the old, in with the new vibes. Even if I don't hit your story or your analogy or your truth, overall, the vibes are giving out with the old, in with the new. And your hands right now, they creating. Or they need to be. If you hadn't put your hand in the pot, you hadn't thrown your hat in the ring, you hadn't got out there and said, I want to get out there, you better. Let's get into this thing. You got put on the wheel and understood the process and the inside assignment. So that goes back to what I said at the beginning. Holy Spirit. The fact that you could have been in a space, in a place where you were down and out, trying to figure out and if you could and when you could and whatever. That was that wheel, love. Being put on that potter's wheel, being in the space where I feel like things and people and places were just stripped off of you. So you became clay again. Oh my goodness. You became nothing again, down to the fact that that's given where before you were even formed in your mother's womb. Go, oh, Spirit. Somebody needs to understand. I feel like because all this stuff has been ripped and stripped away from you, people, places, and things, you're now down to clay. You're now down to the foundation of who God has called you to be, created you to be. And now you can create a beautiful lifestyle for yourself, a masterpiece. You can create a new environment. When you were down and out and going through all of that stuff, whatever you've been through, because my story isn't yours. And I can't, I want to say not yours, and I can't say mine was better and you was a sinner. And no. I got a story too, my love. And I'm still coming out of a story. Let's clock it. Because who cares? Who cares in real life? This is the vibes I'm on right now. Where I understood that I was on the wheel. I understood that I broke up with them and I understood they tried me and played in my face. I understood that marriage didn't work. I understood why I had to let that job go. I understood the process and the assignment. Somebody, I'm telling you, whatever you went through that last time, whoever you used to be friend, whoever job you used to work on, you understood the assignment. You went through what you went through, but now you understand. And now that you're getting it, you can create a better life for yourself. You can connect with some people that can understand you and feel you. I'm telling you, your hands can create a masterpiece. It's giving heavy on the fact that, yes, you've been on that potter's wheel. Yes, you had to come out, and now people might be looking at you, still trying to figure out who you are at this time. But you understand now, I'm on a whole new wave. And I'm understanding this thing now. You understand the assignment. I'm on a whole new wave. I'm on a whole new vibe. I'm a whole new person. And I'm going to do me. And as you do you, you're creating this masterpiece for yourself. Understanding, y'all, it's also giving the fact that, because listen, God is giving it where you, the potter's wheel, you know, if you want to have you creating this pot, this pottery. And this thing just spinning, and then you're watching it. So now that you understand the process, because let's talk about it, because God is the ultimate master of it. And so because you went through the process, let's say you understood that person that you broke up with, because it's giving like you somebody understanding a thing, like you're understanding the process of God. I don't know what that means. But it's giving because you've gone through something so tremendous, or listen, I got to be real 100 with y'all. Somebody is understanding the process of God. That is just the bottom line to that. Because as you're on this wheel and this thing is spinning, it's like you're in the midst of it, the eye of it, the whirlwind of it, but you're understanding what God is doing. And so now that you're out here in life, now that you're going to your next, now that you're in a new thing, now there's something, it's almost as if you're not God, but you go off, Spirit. You're carrying this God is God-like presence. And so you understand the character. You understand the character. You understand what it means to really be in relationship. You understand that you may be a little broken down here and there, but you're still good. Somebody's understanding. Somebody's understanding a thing. And you know what's happening as you understand this thing? It's breaking you out of the matrix. It's breaking you out of society's opinions and thoughts of you. It's breaking you out of the norm. It's breaking you out of religiosity. That's what it's doing. Next, you travel with a doctor. Whoever you are, you could be, maybe you want to travel. Maybe you're out here, you could be a traveling nurse. Maybe you're doing something where you feel like I need a doctor. Or because you could be, let's say you're out here and you don't have to visit the doctor often, you don't get sick often, you something about that because you travel with a doctor. If you feel like I don't have to go to the doctor often, I don't have to do this, I don't have to, because somebody, I'm telling, Spirit is bringing it up like this because you need to know, in the midst of you creating, in the midst of all of the mess that happened with you and around you and used to be and whatever, in the midst of you figuring yourself out, there's a healer with you, there's a doctor with you, there's somebody who can look up and look over you as you do you. As you do you. Somebody needs to understand, you're traveling with a doctor, with God. If you're in this space now, you like, I'm tired. I know what you're asking me to do, God, or I feel like I should do and this, but your body feels tired. Listen to your body, yes, but also know you can always pull on that outside entity source. I'm saying it's an outside source, but it's really your higher strength, the power that when we weak, y'all, only God can make us get up and do what we need to do for ourselves, just day to day. Because somebody could feel like that your day to day stuff it could be a task, but it's time for you to now understand you're traveling with a doctor. So when that task starts being too much, when that body starts acting crazy, when you get tired and stuff, take you a minute. Do what you need to do in the physical realm, but understand you can also pray too. That is heavy on that. It's heavy on that. Somebody, I'm telling you, wherever you go, whatever you put your hands to, I mean, really focusing on it. Not just, I'm talking to some people who's in here and out here. Not those, I gotta just be real, not those that are trying a thing for a month or saying, I'm gonna do this up until this time. This is getting me somebody longevity. This is a longevity thing. This is something you do. This is something you're going to do. This is something you're about to invest in that's going to be longevity for you. And because it's like this, and because you're operating this way, you're traveling with God. You're doing it with God. God is protecting somebody. You travel with a doctor, a healer. And why that needed to be said and brought up, I'm not sure, but if nothing else, it should bring you some peace. If nothing else, it should bring somebody some peace to know that God really see me out here for real, because this video just found me and it sounds too much like my truth, so you know it got to be God. B is, I am really protected. When my body is cutting up and acting up, or I feel, or I maybe because I'm telling you, somebody don't get sick. That you don't get sick that often because God is over you and protecting you. This is a confirmation. There it is. This is simply a confirmation for somebody to get settled in the fact that you're protected. Let's stop running the narratives of anything that makes you feel like you're not. Anything that's constantly telling you about to croak over and not make it, and no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Your feet, wherever your feet go, you're covered and protected. And your hands are creating a masterpiece right now. Your intentions, your mind, your creativity, how you doing, why you doing it, is creating a whole new masterpiece. Let's go to this next one. Your rugs are oriental. Now, Spirit, I don't know, but I feel like what Holy Spirit is saying is that somebody is out here giving like magical, like Aladdin, your rugs are oriental. So somebody could have an oriental rug in their house, or you're like, because do they even sell those oriental rugs? I think that's, for me, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like back in the day. Nobody really buys oriental rugs anymore. I don't even know if they still sell them like that. So if you come across that and you get one, I feel like it's a staple piece, or it's something that's rare because people don't really buy them that often anymore. A big one. Somebody could have been looking at a huge, big oriental rug for whatever. Huge. This isn't something normal, or if it's not a physical rug for somebody buying it, I feel like this oriental rug, how Spirit is giving it, because it's so huge, that this is somebody's either your favor, how you're going to be looking so magical. Aladdin had his little rug, and while he was riding on through the city, but the rug was so little. It was so little. But this, your rug, somebody, you're going to, whatever you're creating, you'll go all spirit. Whatever you're creating, it's going to facilitate and feed you, your family, your children, something about you and your masterpiece, the things that you're creating. This rug is going to carry your bloodline. Ooh, because listen, if you're new here, you're a chosen one. You're meant to break the generational curse. So if poverty was a thing, if sickness was a thing, because it's talking about doctors, if you were out here having to go through the process of figuring out these things, you are meant to break the generational curse off your bloodline, no matter what your bloodline has suffered with. Whether it's your mama, they keeping their things under the rug by them being touched. Whether it's them in their poverty, something about them and their alcoholism, something about this, is you breaking this stuff. Is you breaking this. And when you do, because we're not going to say if, it's a win. It's a when you do. The rug, the environment, the money, how your comfortability, what you've created for yourself, people are going to be able to eat off that. Your family in particular, and you may just be even serving other people off this rug. Off this rug. It's very magical. Whatever you're doing, however you're creating, if you continue to put your hands to the plow, you continue to do what you need to do, a masterpiece. You didn't go through what you went through for nothing. You didn't have that heartache, heartbreak, or have all them kids and it's just nothing. You didn't have this job that treated you like nothing for nothing. Somebody needs to know all of your experiences, they're working and they're going to work for you. Every bit. Even if you found yourself doing construction work, but you used to work at the desk, something about that desk job is going to, whatever experiences you had there, it's going to work for that construction business. It's going to work for whatever you're doing, because you may just want to start the business or just be in that arena. It's construction. So everything you learned over at that space, that thing, that situation, take it over to your construction. Everything, y'all. I want to say we can't leave anything on the table. When we're out here, I'm speaking to some business owners. Some people out here, or you're starting, it's a thing. It's a thing. So it's now time to take all of your experiences. Leave nothing on the table, y'all. It's heavy on that. Leave nothing on the table. Every experience that you've had, you can take it from that place. Not all this negative stuff. I'm talking about just how you've overcome. If it was negative, let's talk about the fact that you overcame it. If it was something where you just had to pick up some paperwork and figure out how to get the documents going and stuff and all of that, let's take all of them documents from that desk job, and then while you at your construction business and stuff, you know how this program runs. You know what kind of, let's say you need a fax machine or something. You know now all of this stuff. Somebody, you didn't look at this stuff and know this stuff for nothing. It's down, y'all. When I tell you somebody, God is into the details, into somebody's life. Into the details. So if you feel like you need you a fax machine, you need you a computer, you need this, all that, God is like saying, but I'm telling you, you looked at that fax machine, you looked at that printer, you looked at all of this back there. I gave you, it's like as somebody, you got a glimpse of some things and something. You can pick that up and be like, okay, they said this back there, they did that back there, they operated like that. I'm going to do that and use that for me. I didn't go through that for nothing. I didn't see that for nothing. Oh, it's heavy on the fact too, love, if this is for you, being aware of what you're seeing, even throughout the day. It does not matter how small it is. If you saw a ink pen and it was purple on the ground and it said something profile and whatever else, and you like, oh, that's it. Like somebody, it's time for you to be not overly aware, but just being more aware about the signs. There it is, signs and wonders following you. Oh, that's that oriental rug. My goodness. Signs and wonders following you. Being more aware. When I first started my journey, it was feathers. Feathers was my thing when I first started it. And it just, it's still a thing, but I feel like it's, yo, let me clock this real quick too. For those of us that's really tapped in, sometimes those things change. God, Holy Spirit, Yeshua, the divine, they give you certain things in certain seasons. So back then, it could have been feathers that you see all the time. I think Tabitha, because she talked about her mom, she said she sees dimes all the time. Whatever your thing is, sometimes that thing switch up in certain seasons. This feather thing could be connected to somebody. That's that oriental rug, that light energy. That light energy, being light on your feet about a thing, being light on your feet when it comes to your emotions, being light on your feet. Somebody needs to get a handle of their emotions. If we're out here and we're going to say we're running businesses, or we're out here and we're going to be serving in a certain way, we want to show up a certain way, we got to get a handle on our emotions. You can't be nice to that person that come up because they're Caucasian and then mean to the African American. I gotta just keep it real 100. You can't. You have to understand this. Is you creating a masterpiece for yourself, but it's heavy on you being that masterpiece too. You being that masterpiece. So in order for you to serve up what you got, you have to be that. You have to be that master of your mind, of your finances, of your emotions, of who you talk to or don't talk to, mastering you. Oh, somebody needs to know you can do this and you are going to do it. You know the process of a thing now. You know the process of a thing, so you can run it. Oh, I want to say this real quick for those of us who so used to hearing from God in the divine and Yeshua in a certain way. Sometimes that thing switch up too, and you need to understand just because you don't hear it don't mean nothing's wrong. It's the fact that you know something. You know it. You know it. You know the process of a thing. So God is allowing somebody to go off spirit, to have free reign, to create with this thing. It's a masterpiece in your hand. Somebody got a masterpiece in your hand. And all you have to do is create. Get that pottery going, get that wheel going, get your creativity going, get your mind going, get your mind off things that's no longer serving you. Adjust the attitude. Somebody needs to adjust their attitude about a thing. It's holding you up. Everything won't resonate with everybody. Whatever that is, somebody's angry, somebody's in their feelings about something, somebody's still talking and thinking about something. That's holding you up in life, because in order for you to create this masterpiece, I told you have to master yourself, a thing, your emotions and what you keep talking about. Oh, sometimes y'all, we can be in this victim mentality and don't even realize that we're in it. And we want everybody to understand that we're in it. But it's just like at some point you're not in it anymore. You have to realize it. Now you can, once that hits somebody, I'm telling you, it's go time. Once you master your emotions, it's go time. Your hands can and will create a masterpiece. I'm decreeing and declaring over somebody's life, you will not die without creating this masterpiece. You will not leave this earth with an empty hand. If you leave an empty-handed, it's going to be because you gave it all. But as far as you and your lifestyle and what you want and how you show up, you're meant to live a more beautiful, comfortable life. If you create it and master the things you need to master. It's heavy on that. But God is with somebody. God is watching over this thing. Because I feel like you're doing it, or you're trying to move on and do what's right. And you're going to be just fine, love. You're going to be just fine. Ooh, that's it. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support, continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.